Happy New Year. We stand on the horizon of a new day dawning, a new year. I took a poll. The question was posed to several people, and I said, what is the one word that comes to mind when I say describe the year of 2020? One of the words that kept coming forth is the word fear, death, plague, loss, hopelessness. Many of those are negative words. Many of those bring so much painful connotations with it. The year 2020 must obviously have brought a lot of pain, a lot of loss, a lot of detours and challenges and heartbreaks. But we humans, even though we don't care much for change, and this year was full of them, I know you can agree with me on that, we're comfortable with familiarity and with routines. But I want to give you a word for the new year. And this is what God has given to me for you. I want you to get ready to write this down. It's very profound. Are you ready? Get ready for your comeback. See, it doesn't matter how bad the year was. It doesn't matter how big the setback was. It doesn't matter how devastating, how horrible, awful, terrible the memories are going to be from 2020. What I want you to know is that the setback is not going to be nearly as great as your comeback. Your comeback is going to be so much greater, so much stronger. I want to read a scripture with you. It's Joel 2:25 through 26, and then we'll go to verse 28. And this is in the New King James Version. So I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the crawling locust, the consuming locust, and the chewing locust. My great army which I sent among you, you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, who has dealt wondrously with you. And my people shall never be put to shame. Now, I want to jump down to verse 28, because this is the part that I really want to point out to you, and it's going to bless you, because it certainly blessed me and encouraged me. Before his spirit can be poured out, hear me, there has to be devastation. There has to be destruction. There has to be annihilation, where literally you're staring at a harvest that no longer there's nothing left. Not even the roots of what you planted for years is left. Now, I may be talking about your finances. I may be talking about your health or relationship or, your job. Something that looks absolutely hopeless and devastated. But this is the word that I want you to really pay close attention to. Verse 28 says, and it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. It is time right now for you to pick your head up, lift your eyes up as we go into the new year. Hindsight is 2020. Well, yeah, but let's leave it behind us. Leave it in the rearview mirror. Don't stare at it. Don't grieve it. Don't mourn over it. Don't keep saying, how can anything good come of this? See, with God, all things are possible. And I just pointed out, he's talking about utter devastation and destruction, where there's nothing left that looks like it's going to be salvageable, where anything can be birthed through that. But here's the beautiful thing about God. What is impossible with man? What looks like a harvest that has been wasted and destroyed by the enemy? God breathes his breath of life upon it, just like he breathed inside of Adam. And the breath of God that dwells within us also dwells within the purpose of God inside of you. What does that mean? Before God does a new thing, old things have to pass away to make room for the new thing he is going to do. So as you look back over devastation, as you look back over destruction, over things that happened to you that were terrible and awful, painful, horrible, we saw a lot of that. But I want you to remember this one thing. I want you to look for this in the 2021. I want you to look for the comeback. Don't talk about the setback. Don't grieve over what was lost. Instead, lift up your eyes, look to the hills, because your help is on the way. And with your help is coming a hand A mighty hand of God, full of fresh seed, full of a brand new harvest, full of a brand new year and a brand new day. Lift up your eyes and thank Him today for what is going to be coming to you in 2021. I'll see you Sunday at Redemption Power Church. We have got an amazing word God has given me, and I cannot wait to bring it to you, to break the bread with you, because look, this is what's so awesome about God. He sees ahead of us. You know, you go outside tonight and you can look up and you see the stars, right? The stars are hanging there. When thousands and thousands, eons ago, that God just spoke and He said, let there be. And there the stars stand tonight as guardians watching over you. And even in the most cloudy, stormy night, they're still there. You just can't see them. But we can rest assured that in the morning with a new day and a new dawn, the sun is going to rise, the moon is going to come out, and then the stars will also shine. Simply because He spoke eons of years ago and said, let there be light. Let there be light inside of you. Let there be hope inside of you. Let every dream you've ever dreamed come back to fruition and dream again. It says that the young men will see visions, the old men will dream. Our sons and daughters will prophesy. It's time to talk about what is coming, not what is in the past, what we lost. So as we walk into this new year, here we go. I believe it's a year of restoration. Are you in agreement with me? Let's do this, because you were built for more. Ships were built to stay in the harbor? No, not at all. It's time to go into the deep waters. Ships were built to be in the deep waters. Ships were built to carry men across great waters. It's time to take your anchor up. Get out of the comfortability of your comfort zone where you have been staying because fear has overwhelmed you and swallowed you up, and cast your nets and cast out into the deeper waters. Let God bring you into the desired haven and destination that He has for you in 2021. Lift up your eyes. Look to the hills, because your help is on the way. Restoration and healing in 2021.